There must be an easier way to do this. Last stop for the day. They can drop off the rest. Where's my paper? I never got my paper. I'll check it out.
Jizeed, your boss called. Seems you forgot some of your customers.
Well, I ran out of papers. Guess I'll have to go get some more.
So then Jizeed rode over to the newspaper factory and noticed it was closed. So he starts digging through recycling bins to find papers he can deliver.
Perfect. Only 2 weeks old. I've got some old papers stuffed in for insulation. They'll work great also. Nothing like vintage papers for only a quarter. Come back here. Hey, stop now. No time. Shake, 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 shake. I'm done.
Did you see the new Scrap Rabbit video? How in the case looks like we have some errors this year, Jizeed. Oh wait, it's just Mr. Pickwood Beavers. You can deal with it.
The slaves of society, remove the stone of eternity, for the slaves of humanity, burdened by the world, remove the stone of eternity, obsessed by the world.
Wow, that was really good. Billion. You need your own music label for sure. Well, good day to you, and
As I've found a way to reach the stone of eternity, and I need you to help me remove it.
So they climb up the mountain and start digging. Then Mr. Pickwood shows him the X and makes him start digging.
ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha.
There it is! I own the flames of humanity, deploy fields and floods and rocks. I remove the stone of eternity, obsessed by fields and floods and rocks.
Yo, Makina, looks like I won't be home till later. I think our neighbor has lost it. Look, if we bring it back to my place, we can blow it up with one of my fireworks. See you in Hellstone of Eternity, oppressing us all. Oh,
Jizeed, my umbrella! Flames of humanity, deploy fields and floods and rocks. I remove the stone of eternity, obsessed by fields and floods and rocks.
Just then Mr. Pickwood knows its fury shook the table so hard the stone flew out into the orbit and was removed temporarily until eventually it would likely hurtle back down toward Earth with gigantic force. The end.
Jizeed and Makina playing a game of frisbee. Mr. Pickwood Beatnose was dog sitting for the weekend and they get annoyed by the dog's constant barking. What the? That dog won't shut up.
Then he washes his car and girl.
You blew up my plans for the last time, you.
Barr! Barr, barr!
What the hell? That's it, let's go hiking. Damn it. Setting up camp. Burn, you stupid sticks. Why won't they burn? I put them together.
Jizeed, you gotta rub them together.
Well then, screw it. You're headed for the center. Social energy tester. Clicking launch speed crumbler. Pulling us through the filter. Ventilating near section 75. Accelerating illusion of eye. Smaller particles swallowed before we got inside to each total until our lives. Moving the lonely folks required. We're floating with all the underground electric sleeper wings our Vatian fight. Open up the third eye can see the light. Stick us something falling into the can. Then appears the garbage man. The claw grabbed us our value plan. Something into the subject to the pan.
Then they go hiking, and then out in the distance Jizeed thinks he sees Mustard Beaver, the rarest of all beavers.
Woo! Over here, beaver! Hey! You're not the mustard beaver I thought you were.
it starts smacking Jizeed with its tail. Then the beaver swam off with Jizeed. The big beaver uses Jizeed to build a dam.
Hey, my car!
And then Jizeed lit the beaver's tail on fire, and steers the beaver towards his car. And then the beaver lands on the tow truck and the truck hauls the bad beaver away. Then Jizeed had one more stop to make before going home. He rescued a pit bull from the pound and tied it in Mr. Pickleviino's yard.
I'll take that one. I can't believe this was just sitting by the side of the road.
He then sits it in the yard and goes digging for more treasures.
Man, I can't believe the treasure's hidden on Wednesday nights. H&M, I could use this. Mr. Pickleviino could use that. This will make a fine-ass decoration. Makiga will love her new ornaments.
Oh, Jizeed now, what are you doing?
How much for the peanut?
The what? Nice, huh? Give me $10 apiece.
I'll take 2. This peanut is heavy, you. He picks a muffler off a car at night to add to his yard sale day 2.
Bob!
Quick hands!
You're in trouble now! You're in trouble now! Oh, crap!
My bad, Ron Muffler.
How'd the sale go?
Don't know what you're talking about.
One day scream slam, came and knocked on Jizeed's door.
Hello! Somebody must be at the door! Hello there! Hello!
Hi.
Could I have some tea? Tea? What the hell is that? What's that limb doing here? Millimeters H&M. My tea. Sorry to spill it on you.
I need you to go. I have cookies baking in the oven.
Why did that limb leave? I better find him. Where could he be?
He stopped at the bakery because he saw the limb there. It was just a cauliflower with a pear. Then he saw a figure that looked like him in the clothing store. It was just a coat hanger. Then he saw the limb at the dump, but it was just a dead body. Then he sees the limb in Remington's new stuffed chili peppers place. It was just a peppers display centerpiece. Then he saw the limb at the magazine rack, but it was just a janitor picking up garbage. Then Jizeed saw the limb in a dry cleaning store, but it was sadly just a closed rack. Then he saw the limb staring out the window of Lumberland Furniture Store. It was just a limp head. Then he saw the limb at the jewelry shop, but it was just an earring holder. Then he sees him, but it's just a box of stuff. Then he sees him in the mirror store, but it was only himself. Jizeed the shrimp. Then he sees the limb at the post office, but it's just a pig. Then he sees him at the sausage stuffing palace, but it was just a guy stuffing sausages. Then he sees him dancing with a cane. Then he saw him at the Museum of Presidents, but it was just an albino buffalo Mayan president flavored chips. Then he sees the limb singing, but it wasn't him. Who would have guessed?
Could I have some tea?
Then he sees a leg, but it wasn't the lamb's. Then he sees him at Burger King, but it actually someone else. Then he sees the limb barking, but it was just a dog. Then he sees him picking berries, but it was someone else. Then he sees the limb posing, but it was just a statue. Then he sees the limb reading in a library, but it was just a bird reading. Then he sees the limb picking up sticks, but it was just someone else. Then he sees the limb riding a pig through town, but it wasn't him. Then he sees the limb eating pinnacones, but it was someone else. Then he sees the limb smoking dope, but it was just a pirate. Then he sees him jumping on a trampoline, but it was just a garbage can. Then he sees him peeing on a fire hydrant, but it was just a dog. Then he sees the limb on fire, but it was just somebody else. Then the word then died for a while.
Mr. Lambie?
Then he sees the limb walking out of the bakery, so Jizeed tries to apologize.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Lambie.
Then he shook out laughing and went home. Jizeed goes to the grocery store to pick up some way back. Upon arrival he sees some balloons and decides to see if they can hold up his 75-pound body weight. Then he floats up to the ceiling and the balloons pop and Jizeed lands on a cart that careens into an aisle of chips, and of course the chips cause a customer to slide into a slippery zone of the aisle, causing him to fall to the floor, which thereby Jizeed decides to check out the lobsters at the fish tank, which in turn causes him to pull out a puppet and scare the lobsters.
Oh, look at that ugly one through the glass. It's so big and scary.
Then the lobsters are terrified and break out through the glass, causing them to fall to the floor.
Can I help you? Hey, I'm gonna get you.
Then Jizeed runs into the boys' bathroom and sees a vent. Jizeed climbs up it to get away from the angry custodian. The Jizeed climbs a urinal and walks through the vents to get away. Then he falls and lands nearly almost on top of the custodian bitch, and she mops up the floor with him. Then she shoves his face in the mop, and then a vent cover lands on her head, so Jizeed has time to get away. Then he falls onto an umbrella and slides in to some boxes of cereal, and the umbrella lands on the janitor. Then Jizeed slips on the nose and lands on a cart, catapulting him down the aisle with the janitor chasing after him. Then one of the lobster lands on the custodian's face, and Jizeed dies in the fruit. But then Jizeed notices the big banana mantled on top. So Jizeed rides it, hoping the custodian won't see him. Then she does, and grabs hold of the banana, and the weight can't support the wire, and Jizeed and the banana goes crashing onto the floor. Then Jizeed dies in the freezer. Then the janitor sees him in the freezer. The Jizeed takes a blow to the face. Then another. For a time it looked kinda like when Danny Phantom battles the ghost fungus, with his face swishing side to side just like an old fungus might. Then Jizeed shoves some bottles of toothpaste in his mouth, and he sprays the custodian. Then he runs and lands into a gumball machine. Then the gum rolls across the floor, and the custodian trips on the walls and falls, while Jizeed slips and lands onto a rolling cart and lands into toilet paper and crashes back into the bathroom, where he feels safe for a time. Then notices he's not alone, and the janitor shoves his head in the head and gives him a swirly, and then shoves the mop in his mouth and pours tinsel into his face, and Jizeed slides away from the dirty wet mop and heads for the exit, narrowly escaping death from the custodian. Then Jizeed trips over the balloons and gets back home to Matiga.
Do you have this way back, Jizeed?
Oh, I forgot. I guess I'll have to go back to the store and get it.
Jizeed waited for the garbage truck, for today is garbage day. Jizeed put a stick of dynamite in the can to make it burst all over the truck like confetti. Then he knocks down all the cans on the 3rd Street minutes before the garbage man comes. The next week arrived. He did it again, this time with a can that was sealed on top and blasted trash through the bottom when tipped upside down. Then Jizeed decides to go sledding on the back of the garbage truck.
Faster! Woo! Too fast! Slow down, ah!
Always picking on the garbage man.
He then speeds up to a whopping 110 miles an hour with road rage and crashes into a tree. Then Jizeed went home. Then Jizeed put plastic dog turds in the recycling bin as the recycling truck was rumbling on down the street.
What do I do with these? Those are plastic.
Then Jizeed carries his recycling bin back over to his house, noticing the recycling man took away the dog turds, and Jizeed goes to his stoner factory and sees he has too much trash.
What the? I have too much garbage for my slate to carry away. I'll start a garbage evolution for pollution and get rid of the unwanted trash while I'm mulching it away.
He then builds a garbage mulcher and shoves 4 dumpster loads and a few bins into the tank and lifts it up and shocks it down onto the streets below.
What is that? But soon the street becomes too full, so Jizeed tilts it upward to blast it off into a nearby apartment, blasting out a confused neighbor with the rest of his trash.
That should save me a few free midnight trips to the landfill. This fine garbage culture will be ready to put away, and nobody will ever know where the garbage came from.
Then Jizeed goes to play bumper pool with his friend Mustard Beaver, waiting as the moon came and whooshed away the sun for nighttime. Then Jizeed and Mustard Beaver, dressed in all black, and decided to take one of the Remington garbage trucks for a joyride and to haul away the garbage on the street before he would be charged with community service or fined. They drove through a nearby restaurant and crashed into a burger sign, then flew through a picket fence, doing little damage to the oddly shaped garbage truck. Then Jizeed drove her over a cow tunnel, plowed the garbage over to the landfill, and smashed into an orange truck and crashed down the hill into a sign, landing back at the garbage truck station, and then went home. The end. Jizeed goes to visit Dan in the hospital 2 weeks after getting beat up at the wedding.
I've got a new box of cereal we can throw at Mr. Pickle Beatnose from his rooftop. Are you ready, Dan?
You ow my legs!
So Jizeed grabs a wheelchair and tells the nurse at the station he's ready to go home. At home, Dan is resting up in the rock that Jizeed and Mr. Piglet Beatnose flung into the stars, comes hurtling down and smacks Dan in the face.
Billion, you've seen trauma. Maybe you can go over to Dan's and cheer him up.
Well, I guess I could.
Yet after getting out a rock, pegged me in the head. It just came flying through my window.
The stone of eternity. We are the slaves of society. Remove the stone of eternity. We are the slaves of humanity, abused by the stone to eternity. Oh, Pascal soul.
Then Mr. Piglet Beatnose hurls himself at the stone as it grew into the true beast it was. Then he and Jizeed tried to remove it by flogging it. Then Dan covers it with a sheet.
How did you know?
My kindergarten taught me. Paper covers rock.
So they hauled the rock away and tossed it in a nearby river, while Dylan continued to taunt it with insults.
Word on the street is you like fried chicken skins. Here to confirm or testify those allegations.
Jizeed spies on Mr. Pickle Beatnose through the window of his house. We wasn't doing much, just watching TV.
What are you doing there, Jizeed?
Oh, I was just seeing if William Pickle Beatnose was planning any diabolic schemes.
Was he?
No, I just like spying on my neighbors.
Well, good luck with that.
Then as Mr. Piglet got in his car, he hopped in the back and rode to his weekend getaway, which was just a gazebo thing with some great tasting wine.
Ah, what are you doing here?
I was just getting some things mailed and noticed your square car, so I decided to see what you were up to.
That's mine. It's expensive. Give it back.
Are you okay?
I hurt my arm. Oh, help me get back to the car. So Jizeed.
So Jizeed took time home to rest up, and Dan volunteered to look after him until Dylan got better.
What are you looking at? Do you like what you see?
Today I think I'll do some golfing with my lucky mallet, which is a flagpole on this fine baseball.
Where'd it go?
It landed in Mr. Piglet Beatnose's mailbox. I got it.
You gotta hit it where it lands.
Oh, it looks like I broke it. Here, I'll use this basket and stick. He won't know the difference.
Well, let's see. What have we got in the mail today? It looks like the door is stuck. What the?
What are you doing today, William, Mr. Pickle Beatnose?
Well, it appears someone went away with my mailbox and replaced it with this stick and basket thing.
Well, I'll let you know if I see anything. I saw some delinquents going around smashing mailboxes earlier today. I think I saw them carrying a stick around and talking about using it as a pole of some sort.
Later that day, Jizeed refixed his box with a flagpole and funnel cup.
Ready, Dan?
Since my wall hit William's dirty old mailbox, I decided to replace it with this Poland wall.
What's with this thing today?
Come on, wall, you're humiliating me here.